What up, everybody? It's your boy Ace, and we're back here again. A little over 24 hours after a crucial game for my Pittsburgh Steelers. Yes, a crucial game. After two devastating losses on Thursday night football against the Cincinnati Bengals, and then losing last week, getting smoked by Green Bay Packers. And that game wasn't close. After that second half, they kind of just ran through us. And Mike Tomlin was a 3.5-point underdog going into this game, and this was a perfect spot for the boys that came to play. We've been and I have been very critical of this defense. But boy, did they come to play. This team came to play today. The Steelers win 27-17, and then the Colts got a garbage time touchdown late in that game. Kind of made it closer than what it was, but the Steelers had full control and domination of this game. Little nervous as we start this game off. The Steelers win the toss and decide to receive the ball. They wanted to go red. And what do you do? What do you know? 3-and-out, start the game. Then Colts come down their first possession, a third down and 11, converting, and 2 fourth down, they converting. Daniel Jones QB sneaks from inside the 7-zip, and my panic meter starting to go up. Then come the next drive, Steelers go 3-and-out once again, and I said, oh boy, here we go, because this can get real nasty real fast. And what do you know? Just the luck, Corliss Williams punts it, and the ball takes a fortuitous bounce and it hits Josh Downs, top of the shoulder, right below his shoulder, and boom, Brandon Echols recovers and sets the Steelers up inside the red zone, inside the 10-yard line. They unfortunately don't capitalize. They don't capitalize on that drive, but they do find a way to just stay in the game, and that was just something that they needed to. They needed to big time. And they were able to control it. Like I said, they were able to control this game. Eventually, they go down there, kind of stop the Colts a little bit. Jalen Warren touchdown, 7-7. Then, this is where it really happened. Peyton Wilson, we'll get to him later. He was a star to show on defense in this game. Has a pick. I don't know what Daniel Jones was doing. He threw it right to him. Go drive down. Aaron Rodgers finds Pat Fryer move. He was going to Darnell Washington twice on the one drive where he tried to feed him on the over the middle and then a fade route, but didn't work. And then the Steelers are able to get a field goal right before the half, make it 17-7. And they kind of start to pull away, and Jack Sawyer gets a pick off of Peyton Wilson deflection 24-7, and the Steelers kind of built on that and kind of just clamped down, and they did their thing, and they pulled us out 27-17. But with that being said, the star of this show and the recipe for this team has been successful. This game was kind of very similar to the New England Patriots game, where Steelers were able to get a boatload of turnovers, because these last 3 games, they were not able to get any turnovers. And when the Steelers defense can force you into turnovers, it makes it much easier for the offensive company, because we don't have the most prolific offense, but we are averaging 20-25 points a game coming into this game, and we were giving up 25 going into this game as well. So we gave up 8 less points and scored 2 more points. So that's also a recipe for the Steelers to be able to do well. But let's talk about this freaking defense, and I'll get to the offense in a minute. But the most important part was this defense. 6 total turnovers. This team forced 5 on defense, 1 on special teams. We'll take a little luck as it bounced off Josh Downs. We'll take that. 5 sacks as well. JPJ got a sack. Keanu Benton got a sack. TJ Watt had a huge sack, a sack forced from recovery. It's a special team, what he does. Alex Highsmith finally came to play his best game of the season. 2 sacks, a forced fumble. He was a man. Him and TJ Watt was pushing the pocket and causing a lot of problems for Daniel Jones. He was 31 for 50. We did what we needed to do. We wanted to make him throw the ball. 31 for 50 for 342. Had 1 touchdown, 3 interceptions. So we will take that. And if the Colts have to throw the ball 50 times, it's not a recipe for them. When they did a good job on Jonathan Taylor, holding him to 14 carries for 45 yards. Probably his worst game of the season. So we'll take that. And let's talk about this defensive line as well. The Steelers had 13 pass PBUs in this game. Yes, 13 PBUs. Joey Porter had 4, but it was amazing by this defensive line. 4 by the D line. Cam Hayward had 2. He always finds himself in the league leaders in D linemen and passes knocked down. So they did a good job with that. Like I said, 6 forced turnover. One was on the special teams, like I talked about with Downs. You had the Peyton Wilson interception where Daniel Jones throw it to him. Then you got the Sawyer interception where Peyton Wilson jumps in the air, deflects it, and Jack Sawyer is able to come down with it. Then you had the one at the end of the game where Joey Porter Jr. picked it off. Daniel Jones threw it kind of high. Joey's there. Great play. TJ Watt, strip sack, fumble recovery like he always does. And then Highsmith sacks sacks Daniel Jones in this game. Fumble recovered by the rookie Derek Harmon. And this was Peyton Wilson's best game. Peyton Wilson and Alex Highsmith were the best players on the field defensively today, along with T.J. Watt as well. He had 14 tackles, 10 solo, 2 PBUs, and an INT. And after the game, linebacker Patrick Quinn said that Peyton Wilson got drug tested. That's hilarious, but that tells you that he's playing well. So that's like I said, you cannot expect us to get 6 turnovers every game, but we'll take them. And we got it. When we get the turnovers this season, we've got them in flurries. So I'm happy with that. Like I said, my luck was kind of down a little bit at first. Once I seen the start to this game with the way they rebounded in adversity, the Colts had the best record in the league coming to this game at 7-1. A lot of people don't think they're the best team in the league. I don't, but they're playing well right now. But it's just a great win. So, like I said, the offense did what they were supposed to. They got a lot of short fields, easy field position. Aaron Rodgers, a solid 25-35, 203. One pass touchdown was the fire move. He loved the tight ends. Like I said, fire move. Darnell West, they go to him a lot. Used a lot of 12 personnel. DK was quiet at 2 catches a day. Roman with 1 catch of 4 yards. Calvin also had a couple catches. Nothing crazy. Aaron Rodgers only had 3 passes that traveled 12 yards or more, so it was quick passing. Aaron Rodgers likes to get the ball out, especially with the Colts being super aggressive on their defense. And they got a couple guys back, the corner Jalen Jones. But I don't think they did anything that we couldn't handle. I think the Steelers just took advantage of the opportunity they had to an offense, and that's what you got to do. They went above their season average with 27 points. They only averaged 25. So just a great job. Just a workmanlike performance from the offensive line. Jalen Warren, 2 touchdowns as well. So they did what they needed to do offensively. And then shout out to Kyle Duggar. He got traded last week from the Patriots. He had to play immediately. No Juan Thornhill, no Jabril Peppers as he was hurt. And Jalen Ramsey played a permanent safety in this game, and I think that may be a move the Steelers might need to explore. They kept the defense simple, and they simplified it, and we'll take that. I think we need it simplified, and so there's not as much communication issues and too much stuff that's going overlooked, and this defense played well, and they just was able to be able to not play complicated football and be able to just go out there and play. It makes your job much easier, so you don't have to think. Football is not a sport where you can think and play at the same time. You got to be able to just go, and they were able to just put their hand in the dirt and just go, and you could just see it. They were aggressive. They kind of just feel like they knew the communication was there. Like I said, simplified. Terrell Austin did a good job of changing that game plan and adjusting, and they did what they needed to do. So I can say that. A couple things. Colts did go 5 for 5 on 4th down. Got to get better at that. And also 8 penalties, 46 yards. Got to cut the penalties down. 8 penalties is too much in a game, but just impressed. And this offensive line did a great job as well. They just continue, I believe, to get better and better and better. So I can't ask for more, especially with this young offensive line with a lot of second-year guys and a third-year guy in Broderick. I think they're just continuing to develop and getting better and better. I still think, with that said, the trade deadline is tomorrow. I'm recording this on Monday. On November 3rd, the deadline is Tuesday, November 4th. I do think the Steelers need to go try to get a receiver if possible. I mean, the wish list for me is a lot of guys. Go Rashid Shaheed, Chris Olave, Jalen Waddle, Jacoby Myers. Those are 4 guys I'm looking at. The most realistic one out of those, I believe, would either be Jacoby Myers or Shaheed, which Shaheed would be explosive for us. Get you the over-the-top guy. We'll see if that makes some moves. I mean, Omar Khan's already made a move trading for Kyle Duggar. So I'm hoping they can make a little move to add to this offense. And I would love to see it. So we'll see tomorrow if they do end up making a trade. I'll drop a breaking news video on that. Hope they do. So we'll keep posted and just wait and see what happens. But next up, the Steelers are at 5-3. They have to post some wins together and continue to play better, because the Baltimore Ravens, let me tell you, they are coming. They're coming on strong. They actually dominated the Miami Dolphins last Thursday night on Thursday Night Football. Lamar Jackson, 4 touchdown passes. He looks explosive. He looks healthy again after coming back from that hamstring injury. The Bengals lost in heartbreaking fashion to the Bears yesterday. The Browns had a bye week, so this is not over. The Steelers are going to have to pull together more wins against teams they're not supposed to beat. This is a win that they needed to beat, and they weren't favored. So great job by the Steelers and company. Also, what I need to see the Steelers do is win a game when they're the favorite. Mike Tomlin needs to keep the train moving and keep guys going. But next, at the Los Angeles Chargers, still want to say San Diego, still tough for me, but Los Angeles Chargers on Sunday Night Football, another primetime game. Third out of the last 4 games where it's a primetime game. So you need to come in and show out. And as we all know, I believe the Chargers have one of the best quarterbacks in the NFL. He's super elite, and Justin Herbert. Problem number one I think the Steelers got to take advantage of is the Chargers are depleted on the offensive line. They lost Rashawn Slater, the star tackle, right before the season started. I believe towards Achilles or ACL, one of the two. But he's out. And then they just lost Joe. He got hurt early in the season with a high ankle sprain. And he got called up yesterday. Now he has another high ankle sprain injury. He will be out for the year. This is time to feast for T.J. Watt, Alex Highsmith, Nick Herbert, any of the linebackers blitzing. This is a game plan we have to take advantage of. But Justin Herbert is elite. He's a big guy, strong arm. Have to play assignment football. They got some good skill players. Rondé Gaskin, the rookie tight end they have is coming on. They got Keenan Allen. Ladd McConkey's a stud. They got some guys. Quinn Johnson's is solid. They got a good offensive weapons, but if the Steelers can get pressure, they can cause some havoc. They can slow this Chargers team down. I do believe it's a winnable game for the boys, and they are not favored. 3.5-point underdogs winning this game, but 5-3, solid win. We'll take it. But like I said, I can't expect to get 6 turnovers every game. But hey, we'll take it. So sitting at 5-3 in a good spot. They got to fight for the playoff lives, because I believe the winner of this division obviously gets in the playoffs. I think if we don't win this division, we don't get in the playoffs. So I think that's really the only way. I know the bottom of the AFC is not good, but that AFC West is a dogfight with the Chiefs, the Chargers, the Broncos. The South's pretty bad with Houston and Jacksonville. So maybe that's a shot. In the AFC East has the Buffalo Bills. And coming along, the New England Patriots, Drake May's turned into a star. So the Steelers got to put some dent and win some games they're not supposed to. But 5-3, so far so good. So hopefully they can come and play well in prime time. But I'll take the W. Great job of the defense bouncing back. That's what we needed. So hey, appreciate all the love that you guys show me. Don't forget to like, love, subscribe to my YouTube channel. Follow me on Twitter. That's at Keeping the Score. Hey, it's your boy Adrian, and I'm out. Peace.